So I just had a hit download Grok, Amazon return envelope. Amazon's the big gorilla. Scary, but true. Hi, Bentley. This is my Bentley boy. What you doing? Sit, sit. Hi. What's up? What are you doing? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want, B? Bentley. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? We've got two girls in heat right now. I know what he wants. And it ain't happening. That's a whole nother level of spiritual physics. But this is the same, what I'm going to talk about. It's very simple. I was watching a woman on Gaia TV that I like. She has a show on there. And I was feeling her energy. And it triggered me into other people that I know and how the soul evolves. How we evolve. We're locations from the word locus. You also get loco, crazy. Putting the Amazon envelope in the car. And so there's many locas, bardos, locations that we as souls can live in, many dimensions, if you will. And it works on, it's just spiritual physics. It's not a matter of reward or sins or earning your way. Ultimately, there's nothing to earn. We are all souls, sons and daughters of Source, or sons and daughters of God, the Most High. So the salvation, resurrection, the ascension is guaranteed. It has to happen. Now, I'm going through a particular awakening myself right now for the last few months, and it's continuing. And it's the most intense one I've ever had. It's scaring me because it's destroying my identity. I had my own little plans. We all have our plans. The most well-laid plans of mice and men, as Shakespeare, I think, says it. Tell God your plans if you want to hear God laugh, right? Yeah, exactly. So who you think you are, your identity, that's not it. Until you get to a big layers of many onions where you're there. Anyway, so it just showed me right now how it works in physics. Spiritual physics, it's just physics. God will not be mocked. Einstein says God doesn't play dice with the universe. Things are ordered and structured. There's not a single photon or amplitude-hedron that's out of place. Everything is perfect. We can go big enough or deep enough, wide enough to feel into, to see how the mechanics of the spiritual physics work. So that's just a good thought. Just download that. If we can allow the Tao, that's what I've been doing lately. I have to. I'm being forced to. I don't have a choice. And yet I'm aware that my own soul has I have ordered this off the menu. I've ordered this wake up off the menu. The other night, Spirit God was talking to me and goes, and we all hear that inner voice all the time. There's many voices. You got to make sure it's the one you want to listen to. It said, I'll take this away from you, Tobias. I go, don't, it's been some burning in my solar plexus and in my being and some physical symptoms that, the medical community has, I had an emergency last June, had to go to the hospital for a little bit, and they had no clue. They gave me every test known to mankind, spinal taps, MRIs, experts, every which direction. None of them could diagnose anything wrong with me. But it was definitely manifesting. In my case, it's high blood pressure. But it was a psychic disease. It's an energetic thing that I was going through. I'm being very honest with it here. So it was a wake-up call for me. It was very powerful. And so anyway, so the spiritual physics of it was just showing me now, the universe is not, it's impartial. It's the Tao. The Tao doesn't take sides. God doesn't take sides. Source doesn't take sides. Source and God are on all our sides. And so it showed me in a grok, in a download, if I can share this, and an aha, that when a soul says no, the universe says no, no, no. When the soul says yes, I'm ready to widen the onion, the layers of the onion, the universe says yes, yes, yes. It's just physics. We are the regulators. Now, we're not always in touch with our own inner regulators, so we don't know what we're asking for or ordering. Sometimes it surprises the personality, the identity, the identity. This one did me, you know. So it just shows when the soul says, no, I don't want to go into that level of feelings. I don't want to feel that deeply. I don't want to feel it to heal it. Not now. I'm not ready to feel that level. It's scary. I've been scaring myself. I've been crying deep existential terrors, fears, mixed with bliss. That's what I call the spiritual bipolarism. Kundalini awakening, spiritual emergency, out of the Vesica Pisces, the cosmic vagina, if you will, right? Take a look. It's scary out here in the bigger picture. And I'm getting a lesson from the universe. It's smacking me. I'm getting a 2x4 to the head, in this case to the midsection. And I've been talking to my guides through the help of one of my teachers. And, you know, they're helping me a lot. Many masters. And they all help us. They don't need to have you know their names. You all have, they're all ready. There's so much help out there. As soon as we say yes, the universe says yes, yes, echoes yes, yes, yes. If we say no, it says no, no, no. It completely honors our decision process, the universe, the song of one. So it just showed me how elegantly it does that. Now it showed it to me in aging and some of my past interactions with people. It showed me so and so, I'm not obviously naming names here. It showed me so and so and so and so. Notice that they stopped their opening. They said, no, that's scaring me. It is terrifying. There's so much empathy in me now because I've been getting fucking hammered by opening a little bit too fast. We came up with an acronym the other day, AMOP. AMOP. At my own pace, my teachers and I. You're a mophead, Tobias, because they used to be called that when I played on soccer way back in that big long afro hair or whatever. Mophead. At my own pace is very important on the spiritual path. And I've been a bit of a pusher, encouraging people to go a little too fast. Mea culpa, I apologize to everyone in the universe, I really do. I forgive myself, I'm getting there at how could I have been a little bit, if you look at some of the older videos, you're going to see how, especially at the end there, before I had this wake-up call, I was getting a little adamant, a little harsh, a little fire-breathing, pushing people to get real, to heal. And that's not the right approach. Not for me. Everything has its right timing, but not for me right now. Boot camp, spiritual boot camp, and drill sergeants, they have their right place. Hardcore, all that. I'm done with it. And so it showed me the physics. As soon as the soul says, no, that's too scary for me, the universe backs off. But then you go through an aging process and you shut down your mentality, your awareness, so you're not so conscious, and therefore you don't feel the pain so much. You don't feel the pain. A smaller consciousness, less aware consciousness, does not feel as much. Doesn't that make sense? You don't feel the highs and the lows. Bentley, stop. That's enough. He thinks his whining will bring in the goddess for him to have love sessions with. It would, normally, except we've got them corralled, the two girls. So the universe very backs off, and it showed me that that lessening of consciousness is like spiritual morphine. It's very, very loving. Spiritual denial is incredibly loving. Morphine is incredibly helpful at the end of life for most of us. It helps take away pain for people as they're going to die anyway. It's actually very loving. Denial is loving mechanism. When we choose denial, the universe says, absolutely, here's the spiritual morphine. Now, us acting out on others is bullshit, not good. Because it just showed me it's spiritual physics. You choose. The Buddha is Buddha because he's willing to feel. Jesus is Jesus because they're willing to feel, you know. Mataji, the mothers, the divine mothers and God-men, saints have reached that because they're willing to feel the abyss, the darkness. You have to have both. The tree can only grow as tall as the roots are deep. So, and that's quite a big chunk to bite off. So proceed at your own pace. I'm up at my own pace. And as soon as you say no, the universe says, absolutely, we'll back off. So people that you know and love, pushing them to awaken faster than they should. Mea culpa, me guilty, I apologize, I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I'm working on forgiving myself. There's a right pace. It's a right evolutionary pace. So, that's what I recommend. And it's very, very loving when people that you know in your life, they need to go, no, I'm getting off the train here at this station. You're like, I want to keep going. They're like, yeah. They may not be able to say this to you, but their soul is telling you that. I have to get off the train here. It's too fast. It's too scary for me. No, I don't want to open up my sexuality in that way. No, I don't want to open up my emotions, my getting real with my feelings in that way. It's terrifying. And the universe is incredibly patient. Because the universe knows time is made up. Space-time is made up by the universe. And that's your soul. So it knows, oh, no problem. Spend another 10,000 lifetimes living out patterns, you know, just fine. And then when you're ready, we'll face another layer of the onion. But in the meantime, no push. No push. It's just spiritual physics. So I apologize to anyone ever. I'm thinking of taking down some of the old videos. But they have their place. I'll talk to Source God about it. So it's all spiritual physics. Whatever you're saying, watch your lovers, your friends, your partners, your exes, your nexters, those that you've been with or are going to be with, and people in your life, mothers, parents, children. Don't push them. Everyone, it's free will. We have to honor free will. We have to honor free will. Everyone has to self-choose. Sometimes we're not conscious of the self-choice, but our souls have to choose. And trying to push anyone or a planet or anything to wake up before they're ready. Futile, stupid, and it will get you. The blowback will get you. I'm getting some of my blowback. The Adjustment Bureau is operating in me right now, for sure. Retweaking Tobias' attitude, aptitude, altitude, inclination, approach. Much love. Check out the webcasts. I am allowed to do those still. On Sundays, tobiaslars.com. If you're interested. Allow the Tao is where we all end up, in my opinion. Mr. Tees, tees.threadless.com. I did get a hit today. I'm doing the inner body awakening, redoing it. God said, Source said, my own soul said. You need to do it 3 or 4 times a day now during this process of self-healing. And I am. And incredible heat in my solar plexus, incredible melting of the bones. It's beautiful. But it also said to offer it to do personal sessions, actually just doing that process with people. So I put that on Facebook today. You can buy the get it, of course, innerbodyawakening.com. All right. Much love. Bentley's heat is it's going together. The girls are in heat. He's in heat. I'm certainly in my solar plexus heat. Good boy, Bentley. Hopefully it'll be over for them in a few days. I'm not sure when for me. TobiasLars.com if you're interested in the webcasts. All right, much love. One full conscious breath. We're working on the Tree of Life gift meditation. We might have that ready sometime, but it's not a priority to create new products for me right now at all. All right, ciao.